Yeah, baby. We are back with another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. We're your boys. I am Gary G. Garcia along with my brother and partner in Misinformation, Brian T. Licata. Got a new look. I like it. Little skyline. Yeah, I like it. That inspired me to change the direction I was sitting at to give a new look as well. I got my Lenny Bruce boarding up right now, lighting up in the back.
You're kind of bizarro Jerry right now.
Why is that?
Well, you're doing the opposite. You're on the opposite end of the thing. I mean, I'm from Jersey. You're from New York.
You're in New York. I'm in New Jersey. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in the dark. I'm in the light for some reason. You didn't pay your electric?
I have tons of talent, aspirations, and a future in front of me.
And I am broken and giving up.
But you've had a checkered past.
Where do you get that from, yo?
What do you mean?
I don't know where you get your information that my past has been checkered. It's been more like chess. It's been more like chess, dog.
Has it?
I think so. I'd like to think so. I'll say that.
Hasn't been more like chess.
Maybe not, man. What's today? Today's Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday. Yeah, September 10th. Today's the... Damn.
Oh, it's the eve before September 11th. Still not a holiday. How many people you think got to die before they make it a holiday?
What's
How
that?
bad does it really have to
September 11th?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a holiday. Even though I don't think it's any day to be celebrated, but it's nice to have a day off. Even though it doesn't really matter. Every day is kind of like a day off, and when there's day offs, I still work. So what does it matter? It's a terrible time.
I'll make it a little bit bigger.
Terrible day in American history for sure.
Yeah, they call it Patriot Day, bro. Patriot Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Banks are still open though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Banks are still open.
Yeah, terrible time in American history. Big shout out to from Rated G to all the families out there who suffered and still do, man. My heart goes out to you. Mm-hmm. I try not to think about those things, man. Like my mother called me yesterday. She's like, "Oh, it's the anniversary of Juan. It's 1 year since he died." I'm like, "Is it really an anniversary?"
Well,
anniversary. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, I guess, dude. Not really. Like, you want to remember him a little more that day, maybe. No.
I guess. I guess everything has a date to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I do like about New Year is it's like a checkpoint. At least you can remember where you were at this point at this time last year.
That's what I like about Facebook. They'll always remind you when you lost a loved one. It was 2 years ago today. You posted that your father died. Thank you. I almost forgot what the date was. And thank you, because I was actually having a good day and I almost messed up. But thank you for reminding me I'm supposed to be sad today. I don't know.
That was when, today or yesterday?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Talking about something else, yeah, okay.
Yeah, just in general, man. Yesterday was my stepfather's anniversary, I guess you can call it. We're in September right now?
September 10th. Yeah.
September 10th, yeah. Yeah, well, I guess you can call it that. Like I said, I choose not to think of that shit. I just don't focus on it. If I remember, I remember. Like, I wouldn't even have remembered what tomorrow was if you didn't just bring up the date was. Oh, tomorrow's also Mama's birthday. So there is a reason to celebrate.
Shout out to
Mama's birthday, yeah. Yeah, big up to
she made a little appearance right before we started.
Yeah. And then she went back, I think, in the room. She was lately, but that's okay. Yeah. It happens every now and then. But yeah, tomorrow I think she'll be 7.
Wow, dude, really? 7 years old?
Yeah, I think so. I think 7.
And where were you in that last apartment when you got her, or no?
No, I
Were
was
you
in
going back and
Astoria
forth
when
to
I
New
got
York?
her. Yeah, I was going back and
Oh,
forth.
was she from New York, or they found her in Atlantic City? Because it was
No,
Lisa
they
who found
found
her,
her,
right?
yeah, in New York.
Oh, New
And she
York.
had her
Okay.
in her garage. And I was like, listen, I'm never home. In the garage, let her run around my house and put the AC on for her,
Hmm.
you know. And then, of course,
Yep.
the first night that I was there, I fell in love with her. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And then,
How could you not, Mama Cat? She's the cutest.
oh no, she suckered me, man. She jumped up. Forget about it.
Oh.
Bruno, what's up, man? Long time no hear from, yo. Good to hear from you again. Bruno says finally was able to catch you guys live. Just finished listening to the last episode on Spotify. Big
And we're
up,
all caught
man.
up in current, G. Caught up in current
Yeah.
with everything on Spotify, Apple Podcast. I want to take this moment to personally apologize. Um, Gary said he was going to take on that responsibility of uploading these things. I showed him how
Yeah.
to do it several times, and he just refused to do it. And you know what? It was really just a. I just feel like our trust is broken a little bit. That's kind of what I feel like, you know.
Yeah, well.
Jasmine. Let's move on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, there you go. Jasmine just
Let's
said,
move on.
yeah.
Jasmine.
I felt like you were in flashbacks to, for a minute, it felt like a flashback from doing Kill Tony. I felt like you were stuck for a minute. I was waiting to see you start hunching over and going, you know what I'm saying? You get me, right? Big up, Jasmine.
Dude,
I meant to call you earlier.
it's so
I'm
cringe,
sorry I
bro.
did it.
It's so cringe. I can't believe I bombed so bad on Kill Tony.
I can, man. King Handler says, do better, Brian.
King Handles, what's up,
I
dog?
I used to try to bail him out. You know, I used to try to
Who?
bail him out. And you, when I seen you going down those holes that I knew you couldn't grab yourself out of, I used to try
How
to
am I
help
gonna
you.
learn though? How am I
No, I
gonna
know.
learn?
Now I don't. Now I sit back and I see you going on it. I just sit back and I let you go. And I go, let's see how deep this motherfucker's
Now,
gonna bring himself and can he come out?
now,
Sometimes you make it out.
when your kids were learning how to ride a bicycle, did you teach
Hmm.
them? Did they just learn? How did they ever do training wheels, or was it right from like a trike to a bike? How did that go? Do you remember?
Um, Pretty sure there was probably some training wheels involved for a little while, just to
Mm-hmm.
get him used to the pedaling.
Right. Now, who did you catch? Who would you go to catch quicker? Was it your daughter or your son? Who would you if
Well,
they're about to tilt over, you would grab them first?
half of the genes in both my children are extraordinary. So lucky for me, I didn't really have to catch any of them. Once I let go of the seat, they just took off. Both of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
they learn that fast. Yeah, see, I was uncoordinated.
You look uncoordinated. You're fucking lanky
I am.
Licata. Why you think
Yeah,
we call you lanky?
you know
Coordination ain't
what's
your strong point.
no, and neither is speed. And I had a little league coach at 10. He was like, Licata, you run like you got a piano on your back.
That kid that used to run on my team, and when he ran, his legs would go straight up. Like he wouldn't stretch his legs out when he ran; they would just go straight up. So he would take like
Oh,
it would be like you just see dust coming up from his feet, but he'd be moving all slow and shit. King Handles, I was busy writing for Dave Chappelle. I'd help Brian out with his jokes. I know we get it. You're a busy man, King Handles.
yeah.
You know,
And
no
dude,
sweat.
but
He has to learn on his own, yo.
are you too
You know.
busy to give some of that Dave Chappelle coin over to the channel, dog? Our numbers
At
been going
least
up,
in
dude.
one of those
We got
comments, man.
yeah, we got some money coming in on Rumble. Shout out to everyone on Rumble.
Big up
Place
to
that.
Rumble, who, by the way, gets every episode because we've yet to be pulled down from Rumble. You know,
Hmm.
still got like a strike pending on us on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
warning. That's what we have right now. A warning
They just demonetized what's her name, Candace
on YouTube.
on YouTube.
They're going for. What did you say?
Gave her
What
three
did you?
strikes. They gave her three strikes all in a row in the same day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Candace Owens, YouTube. I got to look into this, dude. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Suspended from YouTube, Kanye.
Because of the Kanye put up, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, she put up a video of her interviewing Kanye. Can we still say his name on YouTube?
Yeah. I mean, there's probably some words I wouldn't say on here, like some words that are in the headline from the New York Post. Maybe not a good word to say. Like the Z word. I mean, that's just gonna get us flagged for something. Like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Candace Owens. The headline from the New York Post is Candace Owens blames Israel.
Sounds a lot like lioness.
Yeah.
After she was suspended from YouTube, she's been going hard at them. See, that's the problem though. When you get caught up in a battle like that, you start to get pigeonholed into that's your fight all the time. Yeah. I mean, we almost started getting that way even with the podcast, just always trying to stay on top of all these fucking crazy shits until we both just got tired of it and said, you know what, fuck this. You get caught up in it, man. You get caught up. Like, we all know they fucking with you, Candace, just kind of move on and keep doing what you do, King Handle says, I don't think I can tip in Bitcoin. Oh yeah, we need to hook that up, dog. You need to get that Bitcoin hooked up, Brian.
100%.
We were talking about that the other day, man.
You got it on Cash App? Cash App, Bitcoin on Cash App. Yeah, we got that shit, dog. Yeah, we got that shit. I don't really want to put my Cash App out there, but what I will do is suggest
but we gotta get a Bitcoin thing, man. Mark was saying the same thing, man.
Okay.
All right. And we had a couple of people inbox me asking me if we had a Bitcoin thing. But
but that could be a little scammy.
Well, they want to send me nuts shit, so I don't know. Is it a scam if I tell them where to send it?
Well, what we would have to do is, I think we would tell them they need to comment live, right? And then we could give them the email address, right? So
then send me motherfucking money.
I mean, dude, I'm not linking up I'll link up yours.
But I'm saying, what can they do with just the information on where to send the money?
How do you know that's all they have?
Other than send money.
How do you know that's all they have? How do you know that
I don't know, man. But
how do you know it's not somebody who's tapped into your phone already?
So you think that right now, if I just Google your name, I can't find all that information just by Googling your name? I can't figure out where to send you money on Venmo. I can't figure out, Zero says nothing.
What about Zero?
Nothing. Saying that they can't do nothing other than send us money.
Sure, I believe.
Thank you, Zero, for having my back on that one, man. You don't always, but just now you have my back.
Just in case we do ever get banned, go to this briantlacata.com/ratedg and put your email in there. And you don't even have to write your real name. Just give us an email address so we can tell you where we're at.
Oh, look at that, man. Look at you. Preemptive. Yeah, son.
Yeah. Oh, and check
Feels
this
like
out.
We're in a real battle. Feels like we're almost in a real battle, man.
If you want to see where Gary's at tonight, you can go to his website, Gary.
That's right. I now have a website.
Dog. You put your email address in right there, and you can see where he's at.
Pew, pew, pew. I just got booked for a show in Philly, but it's in October. But I'll take it.
Oh, send me those dates.
I need to get out more.
Send me those dates, dog.
Yeah, I will. Once it's finalized, they'll send me the info. But yeah, man, go to GaryGGarcia.com, man. I got a website now. I must be professional.
Yeah, and check him out on AC Jokes. You got a show tonight, I see, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, it's actually like 5 people on that show tonight.
Huh. I see it says here tomorrow you're on a show with Buddha it's in the Resorts Casino on the Twin Tower conference level.
Oh, wow, dude.
I don't think
you went there.
I mean, dude,
listen, all the comments that come out of
bomb.
Oh shit, dude. Even your microphone tried to give out on you on that. The microphone tried to save you from saying that. Too soon, man. At Brian, the Chase Banks camera's about to do numbers with the Cash App.
23 years, bro. Is it too soon?
Yeah, I mean, I hope I don't bomb either. It was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good what you said. It was pretty funny. I thought it was pretty funny. I didn't laugh because I have morals and empathy, but if I'm going to be real, that was a good pun.
Thank you. I mean, what about? I mean, it was a little low hanging fruit. I feel like as far as pun goes, it was kind of a layup.
Well, I am playing in the Tower Conference. It is 7-Eleven. It is 7-Eleven. It is 9/11.
It's 9/11, and there's some people who used to work at a 7-Eleven. Like Ali bin Laden.
I don't think Bin Laden ever worked at a 7-Eleven, dog. Lawrence here.
No, dude, but
Big up to Lauren. Yo, me, Lauren, my son, and Lexi went to see the Killers this weekend, man. What did you guys do? I went and saw the Killers. I risked my life just to get there, dude. They were playing in Camden, and yo, there's ghetto, and then there's Camden. I mean, the minute we drove off the exit, dude, it was interesting, man. It was straight up. It was straight up like being in Zombieland.
Now, tell me the route that you went, G. What route did you go?
Oh, I don't remember. Over that bridge, Walt Whitman, right over the Walt Whitman shit.
No, you wouldn't have gone over the Walt Whitman if it was in Camden.
It was toward Walt Whitman.
Right,
but
did
right before.
You veered off to the right, right?
To the right, yeah.
And then how many exits did you go up?
I don't know. I can't even tell you. All I can tell you is, dog, it was rough. Like, I can't even imagine people living out there, yo. It's insane. It's insane, yo. But we made it there safe. And then, of course, you know, me and my son can't go anywhere without getting into some sort of drama. So right when I'm pulling in, this motherfucker's trying to make me go in face first, you know, pulling nose first. And I'm like, no, I want to back it in. And he's standing in front of the car, refuses to let me go in back first. And I'm like, yo, when we leave here, your ass ain't going to be here, dog. You know, and of course, I wind up giving in, which I shouldn't have done. I should have got out the car and told that motherfucker, get the fuck out from the front of my car and let me pull in. I paid fucking $40 for parking. I'm going to park it the way I fucking want to park it.
$40 is steep, bro.
Yo, dude, do you know the killing they made just in parking? Forget about the $30 drinks.
Did your
car, parking?
Did your car get broken into?
No.
Okay, well then $40 for a car in Camden did not get broken into.
Dude, come on, man, my shit is kit, yo. King Handle says there's drugs, and then there's fentanyl, and then there's Camden. 42 attacks, yeah, man. So I go in front first, and of course, coming out is a shit show. Everybody's trying to back out.
Did you stay to the end?
Yeah, we stayed pretty much to the end. We left right when they were doing the din, din, din. Just like, you know, they had a couple of more minutes for their set to get their pay.
Yeah,
so, you know.
Yeah, you knew they were shutting it down.
Yeah. But it was a dope show. I'm not gonna lie. Man, that motherfuckers got mad hits. They played for 2 hours. They got mad hits. They sound like when you hear them on, you know, on the radio, they sound nice and clear. They do, you know, the dude got a voice.
And you were telling me that there was a bunch of songs that you didn't know that they had, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to be like, oh, shit, I didn't even know that was them. Yeah, that's what I tell my son, too. Because my son, yo, they had us on a hill, man. The next day, I could barely move. My back was killing me. Everything was hurting, dog.
Yeah.
Today, I feel a lot better, though.
Now... Well, I got to see Gary on, what was that, Sunday, and then he took me to the bus, which is a story that we have to talk about in and of itself. But I liked what you were telling me about what you were saying during the warm-up acts. I would have found that more humorous.
The dude's name was Robert Loud, and I was like, I came here for Robert. Every time the song would end, I'd be like, yeah, Robert Loud, and everybody's looking at me like I'm nuts. And I'm like, get loud, Robert. People don't know, man. Get loud. And then I was like, wait a minute, this ain't the Chili Peppers. My son was getting mad at me. Lauren's getting mad at me. Like, stop it, you're drawing attention. But I was having a good time, man.
See,
you know? I
I would love to make a movie with that kind of humor now. Because that's like you, but like in that Sandler type of dumbness.
It was fun, man. I had a good time, yo. Even in the beginning, they started with that lyric, the sun is shining like rebel diamonds cut out of the sun. You know, like he just sings it like an angel. And I'm like, Rebel Diamonds, fuck yeah! And then I'm screaming, we all risked our lives to get here. It was fun. I had a good time. I was high. I had a good $30 drink.
Yeah. Did you eat some mushrooms or something? That probably would have been
Nah,
fun for
my
that.
son ate a little bit of mushrooms.
Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't. I was driving.
He was. How was he reacting to the screaming?
Nah, we had a good time. Oh no, he was another one that was like, dude, stop. I'm like, we're in a fucking lock.
We got a bunch of comments. Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Michelle Balducci says, hi guys, love from me, Tiffany and Jelani, and right back at ya.
We love you,
kisses
Michelle.
to you back. We love you guys, man. Miss you. Can't wait to see you again at the shows.
I mean, we haven't exactly voted on this, but I would like to vote for fans of the month, and I think Michelle, Tiffany, and Jelani won it this month. I don't know how you feel about that.
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't really get a vote. You already just said it out loud. Now, what do you want me to say? No? You see how he does those things, man? But I would agree with that, man.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how King Handles might feel about that. I'm not sure.
Here's why, dude.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. Definitely the fans of the month. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Michelle, big up to you guys. Look at that, 3 generations rocking Rated G. What do you know about that? Have you gotten your generation on it yet? Look at that. That's only one of 100 right there, man. Collectible. Yeah. Just your little onesies, man. Look how fucking cool he looks in that shit, yo.
The one of one, or the one of 100. He's talking
and look, he's happy
He's talking about the baby. There's 1 out of 100 babies that.
Nah, man, look how happy that baby look.
And Michelle,
outfit, man, that shit is comfortable. And Michelle, look at that, yo. Man, we've never looked so sexy than we do on your boobies. Big up to you, Michelle. And Tiffany rocking.
I don't know if we're supposed to say this, but somebody said that Tiffany and Michelle might have the G strings on. I didn't hear that.
Somebody said you do. Self, what's going on, baby? You're back in Puerto Rico again? Big up to Self. He came out here. I don't remember. It was recently. I would say maybe 2 weeks ago. I think he was out here. Yeah, Daywalkers in Camden for sure. I think 2 weeks ago. Big up to you, Self, for coming out, man. We appreciate that, man. Yeah, nighttime was safer. At least it felt safer because everybody kind of was hiding behind rocks and shit, you know. But definitely an experience. Camden, I try not to go in there too much. I don't even think they make some noise, Camden. We're in beautiful Camden. I'm like, yeah, all right. You have no idea where you are.
Isn't it a shame that there's that beautiful waterfront that you could have this epic view of Philadelphia, but it's really just it's like parking lots, that stadium, and then the south side gets like pretty rough, right?
The south side of anything is, it's rough. Whenever anyone says I live in the south side of something, it's the bad side of it.
Not Atlantic City, I would say, right? Isn't the south side of Atlantic City? Dude, after the Coliseum.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cut of the Jib. What's going on, baby? Wanted to extend you guys an invite to come on to my Rumble stream tonight, giving commentary over the debate. What time is that? I was going to tell the debate is tonight, dog.
What, 9 p.m. Eastern? What time's your show?
My show's at 8. I'm headlining, so I'm not going to be off until like 9 something, man.
Cut of the Jib. I'm free, and G can pop in.
Hey, baby, I am doing the podcast right now. And you're on speaker. Give a shout out.
Yo, what up? What's up, Brian?
I'll hit you back when I'm done.
All right, later.
Peace.
Cut of the Jib. I believe I actually have your email, don't I? Cut.
That's my bad. I should have had that on whatchamacallit. Yeah, I mean,
cool.
I'll be down to jump on once I get home, man. That should be going on for a minute. But yeah, I'm headlining.
Yeah, have him send me the link.
That shit's gonna be crazy, dog. What are your predictions? Yeah. What are your predictions, dog?
Well,
I
dude,
I don't think.
I love how you were like,
Go ahead, because
no,
because
because
you sat there like you were trying to gather your thoughts. So go ahead. Did you gather
you
them?
were like, you were just like, I have a question for you.
Yeah, let me
What is
answer
your
your question.
prediction? And then answer it. No, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I thought you were gathering your thoughts. If you got them all together, go ahead.
No, I actually had a follow up question. I heard that Tim Walz was going to be on it tonight with her.
Standing
Is that
next
true?
to her.
Yeah,
Standing next to
dude.
her
Yeah, I heard.
in a little smaller podium.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I heard. No, I heard he's going to be on stage. Yeah, let's see.
The Jim says Kamala's gonna make an idiot out of herself as usual.
Wow.
Do you know what? I kind of feel, and I could be wrong, I kind of feel like Trump is not going to do as good as he should do. Like he should destroy her, but I don't think he is. You know, he might just do like pretty much what he did with this dude. Just let him talk and take himself out.
Yeah. Do you ever listen to Mike Baker? Have you ever heard him on Rogan? He's like an ex-CIA guy, who means he's still a CIA guy.
The Muffin Man.
Yes, Mike the Muffin Man.
The
Yeah.
Muffin Man.
Yep.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man.
He lives on Drury Lane.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I heard him say that the strategy Trump should have had right after the assassination attempt, when all the liberals were like, going crazy and shit, especially a couple days after, he should have been just like calm, cool. Everyone needs to chill out. Look at what happened. Blah 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 blah. And
It's okay. It grew back. We're all good.
Fake.
Is that what you're leaning towards? What's your?
I know it looks good. His hair looks good. I'm just saying, it's like Tupac, no scars. Tupac had no scars, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm
know.
just saying I wouldn't be surprised anymore, man.
I'm unflinchable, dog. You think you're gonna make me bug out because I found out that he set that shit up, and I'm not gonna flinch. I'll be like, all right. I told you when the shooting happened, man. I was watching that shit live. I didn't even duck. Stood strong, just watching that shit, dude. Didn't even flinch.
What did you think was happening?
Someone was trying to shoot somebody.
Yeah, dude, I was at Rodney's. Tristan had just gotten done doing a show over there, and I get out, and everyone was huddled around the TV there at the bar, and most people were saying, "Oh, he faked this to get like support." Immediately, as it was going on in the aftermath, like
Well, of course, you
you
were in New York. Had you been in Ohio, they would have been like, "They're trying to kill him. We knew they was gonna kill him. They're trying to kill him." But you was in New York, and they're like, "He's faking this." If you would have been in San Francisco, it would have been the same thing. Only probably would have been like, "This is so fake."
Yeah. But the rest of San Francisco was, I hope it was a white guy. That's what they were saying. That was Oakland.
We knew it was a white guy.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Black people ain't out there trying to assassinate presidents.
Yeah. What's up with any news at all about, what was it, Dylan Thomas Matthews, 3 first names? Right?
Who's that? The dude who tried to kill him?
Yeah. Who's the guy who assassinated Trump? Who shot Trump?
He didn't assassinate him. Attempted assassination is more
yeah.
the proper terminology that you're looking for.
Yeah, Thomas Matthew Crooks.
What do you guys think of the new look, man? You like the little skyline? I like the skyline. I think it adds a little flavor.
Like a little depth, right? And I got the logo nice in there, and I also like how when I share the screen, it looks nice, right?
Yeah, it looks very nice, man. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, cool.
I mean, I was giving you the props. You didn't have to give yourself them, but it's okay. If you'd
thanks.
rather self-gratification, I mean, you know how to do it better than me.
Yeah, personally, I would appreciate that, dude. I would like you to recognize me, and then
you recognize you, and then you go, yeah, you're right. It's about time you recognized.
You better recognize.
I was inspired, man. It made me want to change my background a little bit.
Dude.
You know?
Yeah.
Bought my one of a kind fucking pick in the back from my man Gary Kroman, the great Gary Kroman. Shout out to you, Gary Kroman. You know,
Gary Kroman.
great dude, man. Great artist too.
I'm not familiar with his work.
You're not?
Kroman.
It's fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, he's the guy who did that poster.
It's not a poster. That's a picture.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah,
See it lighting up. Yeah, that's him
I'm
right
sorry,
there.
the art piece. Yeah, this is it. Gary Kroman.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gary Kroman, dude. I used to work with him when I did design. He
No
designed
way,
my
really?
Yeah, he designed my logo. Show some of his art, man. Go to that shit, man.
Okay, yeah. I'll go back.
He
I was
designed my
gonna let you tell the
logo.
story, and then I'll go back to it.
Well, he designed my logo. We both worked together at LT Apparel. He did graphics on the tees, and he designed my logo. He designed my 2 albums that I did with True to Life when I was doing Christian hip hop. He designed everything: the cover, back cover, CD art, everything, man. He's the man. And he designed the picture behind me, one of a kind, made specifically for me, man. You know,
Wow.
so
Beautiful, dude.
Lenny Bruce, the great Lenny Bruce, and the whole style of it. If you notice, it lights up, and the lights keep changing. It's like 3-dimensional. It's layered. He created that whole style.
Is
There's
it
like
on right
4.
now? Yeah, it is on.
Yeah, it's
isn't
on
it?
right now. Yeah, it's on right now. It's like 4 different styles of art. You know what I'm saying? On it, oil, and a bunch of other shits. It's dope.
And it's layered too, right?
It's layered, yeah.
Is that glass?
Like I can put my
that's on,
hand.
or acrylic?
It's like a plexi. It's like a heavy plexiglass type shit.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
the thing is heavy. It weighs a ton. I almost left it at my fucking not a ton, but it's heavy. I almost left it at the other apartment when I moved.
Okay.
You know, I like this apartment because now I have it up where people could see it. In my other apartment, it was in the hallway, so you really didn't see it, so I never turned it on.
And there's no power
Yeah.
outlet there either, right?
Where in the hallway? It was plugged in. Why turn it on? No one's hanging out in the hallway, you know.
Yeah.
But here, it's right in my living room, so you know, you get to see it. Once again, big up to Gary Kroman, man. You should go to check out his page, check out his website, man. That's my dog. He also, by the way, designed the llama shirts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the one who designed the llama
cool.
shirts.
Man, we should, dude, I wonder what he would, I would love to get something made for us. Like something like that, like widescreen of me and you doing something with some sort of layered background, and you know, there's 2. You know, I got one, you got one. You know.
All right.
So, and we can.
You know, I mean, we don't have to go. I could have him draw something up that we could frame ourselves. We don't have to go all out with the painting shit. He'll do us something a little less money. That right there was the most I ever paid for anything.
Yeah, here he is, Gary Kroman.
You know. Yeah, man, check him out. That's my dog, yo. Straight up. Like, you know your dogs are when you don't talk to them for the longest, and then you call them up and they're like, yo, what's up, baby? You know, they're not even quick to be like, why'd you call me? What do you need? It's a catch up first, and then you're like, all right, let me tell you why I called you.
Yeah, I like if you get it like the yo, you get like a nice like warm greeting or something like that, you know?
Yeah, did that make you feel good?
Yeah, it makes me feel good, and that's also what I like to do. If somebody's calling me that hasn't called for a while, they're probably calling for a reason. Oh, let me be warm and friendly, you know?
Yeah.
Like I really miss them.
Yeah, I think I do that when Spank calls me out of, and Spank will do the same thing. Spank will be like, yo, what up? And he'll always say, I was just talking about you. And I always believe him. He probably was.
Yeah, because the
People like to talk about me.
Well, the just with Spank definitely means recent, and that's between the last like 6 months.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other day for me could have been 5 years ago.
That's true.
I don't know, man.
But just
time is a fickle bitch, man. I don't fuck with it. I don't really pay much attention to her, man. You know why you think I look so good? I don't feel like I look old. It's weird. I was at that concert, and I'm like, I know I am these old dudes here. I mean, while they're younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Not their kids and shit. And I'm sitting there going, but I don't look like them. At least I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm in denial. Maybe I look older than I really do. Maybe when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, yo, this shit look good for 54. Maybe that's not what I look like at all, yo. Maybe it's like, maybe, right when I walk away from the mirror, everything's just old and sagging. And I don't see it like that. Maybe I suffer from
body dysmorphia.
Body delusional.
It's body delusions. Well, it's body dysmorphia. You see your body differently than it actually is.
Dysmorphia, not dysphoria. All right, I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Brian makes me speak with his assistant to schedule a call. King handles. Yeah. You might as well just speak to his assistant. Cut out the middleman. You know what I'm saying? His assistant is him. He just changes his voice. He sent me the same shit. Sent me some text.
Dude, did I have a new voicemail. Can I play it for you? I made it today. This is what I did this afternoon. I wanted to tell you this. This was going to be one of the topics. This is how, okay, so I got fired from my job. My wife isn't that mad. And this is what I spent all day doing, was creating something for my voicemail.
Believe it or not, Brian isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beep. I must be out or I pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home.
That's funny. I'm sure she's going to be proud of you. I'm glad to see that you're using your time valuably. It's better than what I've been doing.
Dude, did you hear how good it was? How he said Brian too? Did you hear that? It kind of sounded like him, right? Like pretty close.
Yeah. It was good. How long did it take you to get that? Tweak it so it sounded just right.
Well, I got the idea at about 9 this morning, and I was a little late for the podcast because I was just touching it up.
All right, man. There you go.
No. It took me about 30 minutes.
Time well spent, dude.
Yeah, 30 minutes start to finish.
That's very good.
Yeah,
man. So when the job calls you and you don't pick up, that's what they're gonna hear. That's good. I think you'll get the job.
What I'm going to do is attract the right kind of client.
Oh, you brought up Jerry Seinfeld. Actually, I got someone on the show tonight that was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah. I forgot his name. I didn't book him. Ray did, but he was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Larry David.
Nah, he played like a couple of roles on it. I forgot what his
Jimmy Palumbo?
I think that might
Dr.
be it.
Lars Dingman?
Nah, I think it's Jimmy.
I think
it's
Palumbo?
Jimmy.
Yeah?
That's who it is.
Jimmy?
Yeah, that's him. That's the dude.
All right.
He's on the show tonight if you're in Atlantic City. Come check it out. I'm headlining. It's going to be a fun show. It always is, man. I've been getting my my mix right. I'm no pharmacist. Sometimes they come out wrong. But lately I've been getting it right, man, And
isn't that
my
nice,
cocktails,
dude?
My cocktails have been right.
Well, you got the same bartender, right? But what about
No, I mean drug cocktail.
Yeah, nice. If you want tickets for tonight's show, there's the link.
I mean drug cocktail, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
fucked up because I feel like if I was to pass away even from natural causes, like they would blame it on something. They'd be like, "Oh, we checked his blood and there was a cocktail of drugs still remaining in his blood."
Well,
anytime you check my blood, there's gonna be something. That doesn't mean that's what killed me.
It's a morbid question. Best case scenario, how many years do you think you go?
Who, me?
Yeah.
To live?
Like total. Yeah. Yep.
I think I can make it into my 80s, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to be the last one. I want to go before Mark.
Yeah. I want to go way before my wife goes, dog.
Well, you're supposed to. You're the man.
Yeah.
If she's doing her job right, you'll go way before it and you won't even see it coming.
Yeah, but I want her, I think like 84.
And what you do, you take out $1 million life insurance, right, on yourself in her name, that she gets it. This way, no matter how you die, she'll be under scrutiny.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Just for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how you died, they're going to check her out because you got like $1 million. Did you know you have a $5 million life insurance? She'll be like, I didn't know. And you know what I'm saying? And even if she didn't do nothing, they're going to hound her, boy. They're going to hound her. Did you have anything to do with Brian Licata's death? What was the last things Lanky Licata said to you? Please leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I was at my
unless you have kids, then you don't leave a will and you let them all fight it out.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I don't want to do that though because it's such a mess with the will.
Nah, you let them fight it out, man.
Nah, dude, I'd rather just like leave it to like
gets to the house first. You let them run to that house when they find out to snatch whatever they can snatch. You let them go to court to fight out for that money, son. We gonna make money. You gonna be sitting on bills. You make them fight for that shit if you got kids, man. You let them fucking see who's the one who is the, you know. One of your kids will be like, cut the house in half. And the other one will be like, no, don't do it. Dad loved that house. You take it. Then the judge will be like, you are the true owner of this house because you were willing to give it up rather than see it destroyed.
The judge is Michael Richards. You remember that with the bike?
Yeah, well, that's because it's scriptural. They took it from the Bible with the baby.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Two women were fighting over a baby. One lady kidnapped the baby and said it was hers. And the judge said, all right, well, to figure out who it is, cut the baby in half and give half to one lady and half to the other. And one lady was like, I'm fine with that. And the other lady said, nah, listen, give it to her. And he said, you're obviously the mother because you'd rather give it up than see it destroyed. But it wound up that it wasn't the actual mother. The actual mother just smoked crack, and she knew that for half a baby, she'd be able to get a couple of good rocks.
and that's in the first book of Kings, chapter 3, verse 16 through 28. And that's actually line 17 in the new rated G version. But it says 2 prostitutes.
Yeah, they were prostitutes. And they both had babies, but one died.
Wow. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Okay. We live in the same house. I had a baby while she was there. The 3rd day after my child was born, she said, this woman also had a baby. We were alone, no one in the house. Oh, so they both had a baby the same night.
Yeah.
Same night.
During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. So she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from my side while I, your servant, was asleep. She put him by her breast and put her dead son by my breast. The next morning, I got up to nurse my son, and he was dead. But when I looked at him closely in the morning light, I saw that it wasn't the son I had born. Trying to fuck with me by constantly moving the thing around because I read better than you.
Bro, it's the fucking ads, dude. Do you see this shit?
Yeah, no, I don't. I just see you fucking with me.
It's all these ads that just keep refreshing. Here you go. I'm just gonna, here you go.
See what happened? He mad because he can't read. You know, he can't. He was trying to read it and he got stuck on the word says. And then I took over and I was getting through it and he was just fucking with me, trying to mess with it, man. You know.
Wow, I can't believe.
But either way,
I can't believe that
that's
you
where
would
it comes
treat another child of God like that and break several commandments while
in the
reading
process.
Scriptures.
Yeah, I know that was horrible.
That just shows the power of the devil.
Yeah. No, I'm ashamed of myself. And
we were talking
right,
about we were talking about the devil the other day, and where is it? I know where it is. Look in the mirror.
Yeah, you're popping every time you say that, man. Just killing everybody's ears, man. Everybody's listening going, what the fuck, Brian? You got the nicer equipment and your shit be popping like a mother.
Finish the verse.
Oh, the other woman said, no, the living one is my son. The dead one is yours. But the first one insisted, no, the dead one is yours. The living one is mine. And so they argued before the king. The king said, this one says my son is alive and your son is dead, while the other one says, no, your son is dead and mine is alive. Then the king said, bring me a sword. So they brought a sword for the king. Then he gave an order, cut the living child in two and give half to one and half to the other. That's a hardcore king right there. And then the woman whose son was alive was deeply moved out of love for her son and said to the queen, please, my lord, give her the living baby. Don't kill him. But the other said, neither I nor you shall have him. Cut him in two. Then the king gave his ruling, giving the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother.
When all of Israel heard the verdict the king had given, they held the king in awe because they saw that he had wisdom from God to administer justice. Dude, that's crazy.
Deep story, you know. So that's where what's the name got his wisdom from. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Larry David. Yeah. And signed
but
it
either
up.
way. The cut of the jib says, yeah, in Judaism we teach there are two Satans. Sometimes the scripture is talking about an external, but 90% of the time it is internal, known as Yetzer Hora. Did you just call me a whore? Yeah, I'm my own worst enemy, man. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it, man. You don't need to convict me. I do convict myself. You know, I am guilty. I'm sorry. I'm not a good representation of my people.
Yeah, Yetzer Hora. The term is drawn from the phrase, the inclination of the heart of man is evil, which occurs twice at the beginning of the Torah in Genesis.
Mm-hmm. It all starts at the dick.
Phallic, bro. It does start at the dick. Right?
It all starts at the dick.
Mm-hmm.
That powerful little member.
That
The petite morte. Once you get it, you chase it down, man. That little death. Make you do dumb shit. People go to war over that little death.
I
It
thought
lasts less than a minute.
I thought you were talking about that burning sensation during urination and the jaundice yellow that my skin has turned. I thought that's what you were talking about. It starts with the dick.
Do you got progressive insurance?
I have progressive gonorrhea. Yeah.
I was about to say, because if you don't got progressive, then you should worry about those things. Lawrence says, is that the light up guy from the boardwalk? Light up, bubbles, blooms.
These are some old comments that I'm just getting back to. Sorry.
King Hannah says, Brian, if she goes on a girl's trip to Jamaica, you're in trouble, bud.
That's true.
She goes on a girl's trip to Atlantic City, he's in trouble, yo. Motherfucker in trouble if she goes anywhere, man. He better keep it tight. Jasmine says Jerry Seinfeld was doing stand-up in Vegas this week, and we were there. His pick was up all over the place. Y'all should have went to go see him.
Gee,
Even though I'm not a big fan of his stand-up, although I like it. I do like his stand-up. I just, that's not why I'm a fan. The same thing with Joe Rogan. I'm a fan of Joe Rogan because of all the other shit he does, not because of his stand-up.
Did you watch?
Although I think that it's always very intelligent.
Okay, so first on Seinfeld, I've seen him live where he's dirtier, and he's awesome. Like it's like him, but he's cursing, right? And Dom told me a couple times that Seinfeld felt early that he got pigeonholed into being clean, and that's what people came out to see him for. So he tries to do dirty shows whenever the crowd is
allows him.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. I mean, I like him. I just don't. That's not his number one thing on my thing. The cut of the jib says Huey Lewis is doing a Curb Your Enthusiasm type thing for Fox. I love Huey Lewis, but I'm like, dude, no, this is gonna be so bad. Huey Lewis from Huey Lewis in the News.
Let me find out.
Who the fuck cares about Huey Lewis? I mean, was that the band Huey Lewis in the News?
Yeah, Huey Lewis in the News, man. Very good memory.
Yeah. He loves L.A. Right? I love L.A. We love it. That's him too, right?
I'm not sure. He played himself in a parody of American Psycho with Weird Al. I love Weird Al. Are you Weird Al fan? Weird Al?
Not really.
No?
No.
All right.
No, I'm not. I never really.
Okay. Do you?
I don't know.
Hold on.
He was banging Madonna.
That's pretty cool.
That's
do you
pretty
like? Cool. I have a couple other questions. Do you like Andy Kaufman?
I like him on Taxi. I wasn't a big fan of his make you feel uncomfortable comedy, but I
Did
liked
you,
him on Andy Kaufman. I'm a fan of his. I also
did,
respect what he did and what he did for
how about
comedy.
how about Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis, yeah, who don't love Jerry Lewis, man?
Okay. Well, I was beginning to wonder you were a little anti-lionist, if you know what I'm
No, I
saying,
love
dog. I
Jerry
mean,
Lewis,
I
and
just,
his great grandfather once owned my great great grandmother, and I have no real hard
uh,
feelings about that at all. You know, wasn't a slave or nothing like that. My great great grandfather lost her in a card game.
could you explain the story a little more?
He Jerry Lewis's great 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 grandfather
Hmm.
was having a card game against my great 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 grandfather,
Hmm.
who he thought he had the better hand because he had three kings and two twos, right?
Tutus. Hmm.
Yeah. And so he had no more money, so he put up my grandmother.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah, and he had three
How
aces.
much did he have to call? How much was the bet
I
for
don't
the
I don't
call?
remember what it was, man. I don't want
Really?
I don't want to tell a lie, so I
Was
don't
it
want
was
to.
it was it
But it
tutus
was it was
or
it was
four
enough.
bucks? Tutus?
I just remember he had four aces. He had three aces and two fours, so
Oh.
he wound up winning.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
I mean he was cool because from apparently he would still let kids visit her, so
Mm.
you know it was mostly sexual. The cut of the jib says Taxi was one of the greatest shows of all time, right next to Cheers. I agree with that. 100%. I agree with that.
Cheers
King
was
Handler
great.
says that Gary, I'll send Dr. Murray over there to check on you. Who's Dr. Murray?
Mm,
Is he like a doctor that kills people like Kevorkian? King
not
Handler
sure.
says I'd like to go last so I can get remarried to a 24-year-old digger from Russia. 24-year-old gold digger from Russia. Oh, you want to go last out of your whole crew, but you could do that even when they're still around. Why you got to wait for everyone to go?
So I didn't have an encounter, but I was part of a greater encounter on the 319 from Atlantic City to Port Authority this weekend. There was a nice, friendly, older black woman sitting in front of me, next to an Asian woman who was sitting there, and then across from her was her Asian friend, and in front of them was their two Asian friends. Right, so the
Wow,
Asians
you
were sit.
really took you were looking to see how many different freaking people, how many non-whites were on that bus, right? You were looking. You were like, look at all these non-whites. Were you on
You
the
know,
Asian bus?
no,
Because they got the Asian bus that stops in Chinatown.
no, I was on NJ Transit.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah, it went from Atlantic City to Port Authority. The 319, and everyone had the one woman had a ninja juicer, the other person had a sound bar, and it dawned on me I should bring cash and come on those Sunday night buses because that's when
Stop banging
everyone's.
on shit. Your mic picks up everything.
I'm sorry. Thank you
Go
for
ahead.
letting me know.
I wanna enjoy the story.
No, of course. No, I
Go ahead.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
it's all for you.
Yeah, sincerely. Well, it
Go
shouldn't be
ahead.
all for you, but for them, for
Come on.
us.
Let's go.
Uh, now I just I lost it.
One had the ninja thing. You said I should carry cash. Come on,
Oh,
baby.
dude, to buy this stuff from
You
them.
think they'll sell it to you for cheap?
I mean, dude, if I would have offered him $100 for a Bluetooth soundbar, I think it would have been a pretty good deal. I would have Amazoned and gave him like 60% of the cash value.
50%.
60. Yeah, I would
He's
have gave him
selling
60.
it on a bus. You give him 50%. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? You're fucking being too nice. You got to sit there and say, look, it's worth $100. I'll give you $50.
Dude, when when I was on when I did heroin, past tense, I used to find laptops all over the place, and I would go to the barber shops in Camden, right? And I would go in, and I'd be like, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen, oye, oye, oye! I got this laptop right here, Dell, 2010, right? It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM." 500 gigabytes of storage space. It's got an updated graphics processor. It's got Microsoft Word installed in it. And, I could get 400 for it, but I'm going to start the bidding at 300 is where we're gonna let it go for today, right? Do I hear any takers? Do I hear any takers?
And you left there. You sold it for $20.
I'd go to 50. 50 would be it because at the pawn shop they wouldn't give you.
Start at 400, end up at 50.
Well, that would be the lowest I would take her. I'd walk out and go to the next.
We used to bring our radios when we did radios back in the day. We used to bring them to it was like a TV place that they fixed TVs. You know, TV repair spot. Who the fuck brings their TVs in to get repaired? You know,
well,
but
what year was this?
He would buy
90s,
radios. This has to be about 88, 87, 88, around that time. Yeah, it was a good deal, man. Dude always picked them up. It would depend. We try to do bulk. Try to do like 10, and then you get 100 each one in one shot. But if you had like good radios, well, I mean, that's give and take because you get 10, but some of the radios are better than others. But then if you sell them, you know, like back in the day, I think, I don't know if you're still listening, Cyril. What was it? The Alpine?
Alpine's were probably worth a lot. Yeah,
it was an Alpine Crystal, I think it was called. And they had the something full face. There was a couple of them that bought in a lot of money.
Probably foreign cars too, right?
What happened?
Foreign cars? Like
Mercedes were usually the best ones because they had the Benzes, the Bickers, you know, and those were like a solid 100. Sometimes when they went back in the day, they were 160, but then it finally went down to 100. And then the crackheads came in and destroyed the whole business. You know, that's what happened. Like all the real good people who did radios destroyed the business because they became crackheads and started selling them real cheap. Raymond Robles says, yo, my guys, I'm all caught up. Just catching you live now. Hope you two are doing well. We're still alive and breathing, so I'm doing okay, man. You know, nobody's ran through my door, so that's a plus. You know, I worry about shit like that now, man, a little bit.
For what?
You know, just people coming to get you for whatever reason. Something I say on the radio or something I say on this or whatever. Shut me down quick. You know, if they see a spark in my eye, you know, they're very preemptive. And by they, I mean, they're very preemptive nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They're not. They might, if they see a sparkle in my eye where they think that I can get some momentum, like if they see this kid could become a threat, then they'll just take me out quickly. You know, no one will think nothing of it.
How do you think they'll do it to you?
They'll make it look like it was drugs.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing, dude. Yeah,
or
it's
car
easy.
Accident, or
That's
I mean, I'm in
easiest
Atlantic City. They just pop me when I'm going to my car.
I was at my
Robbery
boy's house.
gone wrong.
I was at my boy's house this weekend, and his wife doesn't do drugs.
Actually, you know what I think? Because I got this big window. I think they'll fucking probably come by helicopter and lower in front of my window,
Too expensive.
and then just be like, "Do-do-do-do-do-do-do." They just do shit like that for fun.
Kick the
And I'll be
door
like,
in, and then just kick the door in, and then
bullets
toss you
so
out.
big, you see them ripping through me while I'm here. Just you know, and then you'll see slow motion videos. You know, you'll see the bullets, big size bullets, just ripping through my. You know, shit'll be blowing all over. You'll see everything wipe off my fucking counter. Is this the weekend that Yorcie's gonna be in AC? Let me double check that for you. Yeah, I'm excited for him to come down because he's a beast. Big up to Yorcie Thomas. We got him coming down. That man right there is a fucking beast, man.
He is. Great comedian, and I mean, great artist too. I mean, he does.
And listen, he'll return Chinese food for you. I never saw anyone return. I'm still amazed that he returned Chinese food, man.
I said, dude, I don't. What did she exchange it for him, or did she give him money back? I don't remember.
I think she gave him half. I think she gave him half the money back. Wednesday.
Well, you know, come back last night.
Yeah, he's here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He's here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
So you got 3 chances to catch him, man. Yeah, man. Black chicken. I'm going to try to see you this Saturday if it's the right weekend. Yes, this weekend, man. Come check it out, man. Yeah. He's a beast, dude. If you've never seen him, you're going to love him, dude. you know. And hopefully when he's out here, we can get him on the podcast as well, man. Because
Yeah, dude.
he was I think he was the first one to get us a strike. When
Black
he
chicken.
did, when he talked about the black chicken.
Yeah, it was on TikTok. That's where we got our first violation of any platform.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's gonna be there for a bit, dude.
He's Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, no, but it.
And then I think I got him the following week again too, on Monday or Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, dude. It says that he's gonna be here really through. Oh, this might be an error.
And he'll probably jump on it. That he's booked for those shows. So he'll probably be out here and just jump on all the other shows anyway. He's out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on stage, of course, man. I love sharing the stage with Yorshi. That's gonna be an amazing show. So come out, Ray. Love to see you, man.
He starts. Oh no, this doesn't have his dates on it. Sorry, I'm mistaken.
No, but he's here the following week too. I know he's booked for 4 days, and he'll probably come out, and as long as he's out here, he'll probably jump on a bunch of other shows.
You got the the tattoo show is an open mic. You guys got
those are open mics. Yeah, we started open mics at Ocean Tattoo. That's the name of the place, right?
Yeah, Ocean Tattoo. Yep. Ocean
Tattoos. Yeah, we're starting open mics over there, man. Go online to acjokes.com and see when the open mics are. We got open mics over at starting over at Ocean Tattoo, and those are every Thursday. And then on Sundays we got the open mic over at Resorts, man. So if you're out here in Atlantic City or anywhere near Atlantic City, or at least like an hour and a half away, like people be like, yo, I want to be a comedian, and I'll tell them, yo, come to the open mics. They have open mics, and like, oh, it's an hour and a half away. Motherfucker, in New York, you jump on a train, you travel at least an hour to get to wherever the hell you're going. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck, is that too much? Well, I mean, you're there, but if you gotta do shit in Queens or whatever, it's still gonna take you at least a half hour or 45 minutes, depending on how deep you gotta go.
Yeah, I don't really.
You know what I'm saying?
Do shit out there though, unless you're out there, bro. You know?
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, man, it's not odd if you're out of Manhattan. You're in Manhattan, okay? So you're paying all your train fare and all that shit now. You pay that monthly. You know, everybody else pays it in installments.
Nope.
By getting on the train and shit like that.
Nah.
Well, you don't, but your better half does.
Nah, dude, we hop. We're a hopping family.
What I mean is you pay it in your rent.
She pays it in the rent, not me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, in other words, what do you think, that your shit is higher than it's gonna cost? Well, not anymore. Astoria is pretty high too now. Everywhere's high, man. You gotta live in some sort of. You gotta find a ghetto in Queens that hasn't been gentrified, and then move in. And it's probably Camden, gonna be shanty.
Camden.
I couldn't do Camden, dog.
Well, it depends on where you live. See, I used
and
to
even
live in
Camden, like, how much does it cost to live in Camden, dog? Look up an apartment in Camden, a 1 bedroom.
Yeah, that's Camden. What I'm doing right now. I guess Craigslist would be the appropriate place to look for these. Right?
I guess, or I just want to see what like they're asking for, because if it's anything more than $500 a month, you're asking for too much, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what could they possibly be charging out there that people actually live out there, yo? And I'm not trying to diss my good people of Camden, man. Listen, man, my heart bleeds for y'all, man. Like, I don't know how, like, you know, if you got a lady who live out there and she got to walk around that neighborhood, it does, you know, like, I'm just telling you, it was, you know, I had nothing to do with why it is the way it is, man. I'm not trying to diss my people in Camden. I respect y'all, man. I live in the hood too. I'm in AC and I'm from Queensbridge, so I'm not trying to diss, but there's hood and then there's Camden. You know, like, I don't know if I'll do a show in Kensington. Yeah. I don't think I would. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I'll be like, Kensington, nah, I think I'll pass, man. Why? You know, why? I hustled all my life to get out of those situations. Why put myself back in those situations for what, $100, $150, maybe $200?
Yeah, no, man. I mean, I think,
you know, I mean, it's good pay. You do 20 minutes, you make $200. That's $100 a minute. Yeah, that's pretty good money. But what I'm saying is, you know, is it worth the risk? You know.
I don't know, dude. You tell me. So I used to live there.
Yeah, but I don't think your address was there. You just kind of lived there.
No. My address was there. I mean, I paid rent.
What are you talking about? Kensington?
No, Camden.
Oh, Camden.
Yeah. So this is where I lived. I lived in the Kramer Hill section. So you would call this, if you're from Camden, you're gonna call this this is the suburbs in Camden. This is the nice neighborhood in Camden, right?
Okay.
But I lived. I'm not gonna say what particular number, but I lived in one of the 20s, right? And I would go 2 number blocks over, and that's where the crack spot was. So, you know.
Well, I remember when I first moved out here, I was looking at this dope ass house, though. 2 floors, bedroom was upstairs on the 2nd floor, big ass fucking balcony, right? And it was like all the houses kind of looked the same. But then, like, right around the side of my house, while I was waiting to go in to see the house, there was an obvious trap house.
Ooh.
You know, they were selling crack right there. But I'm saying to myself, you know, I don't have to really go in that direction because my job is to the left. That's to the right. So and behind me. So really, I could always come out to the front and go to the left and never even see that. So I was still willing to take the fucking thing. It was a beautiful apartment. But, you know, it's right next to a crack house. I tried to get like a couple $100 off. I was like, listen, I love the place, but, you know, you think maybe you can maybe take like $200 off, man? I mean, there's a crack house right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to have a little extra money in my pocket in case I have a rough day at work and I want to take a trip around the corner.
Yeah, bro. You know they're not paying any tax to you to conduct their operations. You know. You know.
Fucking hey, man. But I didn't get that, man. Raymond says, Brian, you checking out Yorcy this weekend?
Not the weekend. If I was gonna come down, it would be Thursday because me and my wife have some stuff to do in the city this weekend. And she's gonna be driving back up, so I might take a bus, unfortunately, back down, and then for Thursday. That's the plan.
Probably $1,300 to $1,500 a month, one bed.
Mm-hmm.
In Camden?
Yep. Yeah, she's right, dude. Yeah, look at this
Wow.
shit. Yeah, so this is where I was, East Camden.
See,
there's not even anything for rent over here, right?
Yeah, they ain't giving up those spots.
And dude, this section, the north side, that's right next to the Ben Franklin Bridge, up until 2012 or 14, whenever they put in the Camden, like the new Camden Police Department, this was the biggest heroin trafficking operation.
But let's see some of those prices. Zoom in. What's that price all the way to the right?
Yeah, this is 1.6K.
$1,600 a month. Do they have any pictures inside it?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. 1,600, one bedroom, man.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, fucking bro.
To live out there,
second in Erie, bro. Fucking.
Well, go to that 1,000 a month.
3rd in York, bro. It says plywood on the windows, dog.
Yo, in the picture that they're using, they're not even using like an old picture that didn't have plywood. Plywood on the window. Oh.
They went, oh, it's sunny out.
Nice floors. Nice floors, yo. All right. Nice floors, but what do they want for that?
1,800.
Yo, come on, 1,800. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful fucking place, but you step outside, and there's a good chance you're never gonna come back to see that place ever again.
Yeah, I want to see what the bedrooms look like. Bathroom.
Bathroom's not even all that.
This is 1 bedroom.
That's tricky.
What are they calling these bedrooms down here, dog?
Oh, those aren't bedrooms, man.
Nah, but there's a basement, dude. Look at that door.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. 1,600, man. That's too much to live out there. That's insanity, yo.
Yeah, but probably it's Section 8. So if you can find somebody who is eligible for Section 8, we get them to get into it, and then we just stay in other rooms and don't cause any ruckus.
Or we just go outside the border, sneak back in, move in there, and take over.
Well, we have to go to Randall's Island first because that's where Mayor Adams is dispersing checks from the city to the tune of $4,000 plus another $1,000 in miscellaneous gift cards.
And then I say, I kill communists for fun, but for a green card, you tell your friend, I'm gonna cut him up real nice, right? And then we be revenga, 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 revenga. Why you do me like this, Tony?
That was good.
In my head right now, people are throwing roses at me and shit. You know. Last night I was talking about Scarface. Everybody always imitates Scarface. Nobody ever gives the mother the props she deserves.
Scarface's mother?
Yeah, man. How come nobody does any imitations of her, man? She was awesome in that fucking movie, yo.
What's your impression?
No, I'm not saying I got one. I'm just saying I think she deserves one.
Oh, okay.
You know? How many people did you kill for that money, Tony? Huh? It's not like that, man. No, I'm not like that, Tony. Okay? I have not seen you in 5 years. 5 años. And then you come up in here acting like you're some big shot, throwing around your money. I don't want you here. I don't want you around Gina.
End scene.
And scene.
Bravo.
And fade.
Bravo. Raymond with the comment, gotta do more acting Gary.
Idiot.
Yeah. You do, bro. Really. Nothing cheaper than that. And Lauren is talking about Gary's Scarface impression, not the rent in Camden. I'm just kidding. That was great, dude. That was great. Yeah, I mean, I think obviously you play character actors.
Do I?
I think your best impressions are.
Wait, what the fuck just went on just now? What was that? You said, and then thought we didn't see you reach into your mouth and just chuck something. What was that? What's going on over there?
Dude, I wasn't gargling OxyContin pills for the entire show, sucking off the coating to then.
Oh, I thought you were cleaning
baby
meat from your teeth. Because I know how that baby meat be getting stuck in your teeth. I always tell you to brush your teeth before you come on the show.
No, it was actually just a little.
What's that? What is that?
A little tobacco.
Ew, that's what I thought that was. Gross. That shit, I would have been happy if it was baby parts, man.
This is going to be a shame.
Gross, man. Chewing on tobacco. You might as well go outside and just tell bums to drop their pants and then eat their asses. Just chew on them. I'm sure they're all like Audis. They're all puffy. Just go out and chew on their fucking bungholes. That's what you might as well do. Chewing tobacco. You think that makes you look cool? It doesn't make you look cool. And I don't care that all the other kids are doing it. Okay? You're not all the other kids. If they all jump off a roof, you're going to jump off a roof too? Huh? Or will you be the first one because you like to be the trendsetter? Huh? Which one is it? Okay? This isn't why we sent you to college. All right? This isn't the reason why we cared enough to put you into those expensive rehabs. All right? You think they all got pools? They don't all got pools. Your mother just said he likes to swim. That was an extra $150 a week. A week. I don't want to hear this shit anymore from you. Okay? You sit there thinking like life is a joke. Life ain't a fucking joke, yo. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Don't look down. Look at me. Look at me. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Look at me. Look at me. Hey. Look at me. It's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. All right? It's not your fault. It's your mother's fault. All right? Gary needs to start. King Handler says Gary needs to start a Scare Straight program. You ever watch that shit? You ever watch Scare Straight when dude goes, I'll get you up in here and make you toss my salad. And then he explains what tossing salad is. You never seen that shit?
I have.
Please find a video. Oh, I was about to say, if you never seen it, man.
Yeah.
Raymond says, I think Brian is the one that if everyone jumps off the roof, he'll just take the stairs. I would hope so, Raymond. I would hope so. You give him a lot of credit that I don't know if he deserves it. You know, gross. I don't know what gross. What's gross? What did I say that was gross? Did I say something gross?
Yeah, tossing the salad maybe.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, this is it.
I'm
If you've never seen this famous scene, jelly or syrup?
First of all, right, if he's a newcomer, right, I want him to suck my ass with jelly. What they call toss the salad. That's the slang word, toss the salad. It means
jelly.
sucking my ass, right? With jelly or without jelly. Some people use syrup. I prefer a guy to use jelly, right? I will reach my climate, right? I will automatically get hard, right? I will, come automatically if he's sucking my ass for about 10 minutes or longer, right? It's a sensation
minutes.
feeling. It makes you feel real good. Most all gays do that. You know what I'm saying? Like guys suck their ass. It's just like a pussy, right? But the only difference is it's not a pussy, right? It's clean. The person is decent, and the person know that that's an asshole. But in mind, he's looking at it as a pussy because he's in prison. So toss my salad, let him eat me, and we straight. That's it. Gay.
I don't know about you, dog, but I'm scared straight. That's it, man. I ain't. You know what? I know it's legal, but I ain't taking no chances anymore, man. No more. I'm putting away the vodka. No more nothing, man. No more.
Yep.
No more, man. That's it, man. 10 minutes. 10. He said 10 like it was nothing. Like that was no time at all. Make him suck it for 10 minutes. Can you imagine sucking that man's ass for 10 minutes? And he said sucking. That means there has to be suction involved, dude. You imagine that shit?
Syrup or syrup? Or jam, jelly.
Or jelly. And he
jelly.
prefers jelly, son. I don't even like jelly on toast.
See,
I'm not gonna like it on asshole. Raymond says, I've noticed a lot of character development in Brian last few episodes, and fuck that Central Park Landscaping Company. We all agree. He's still hurting though. Don't bring that up, Raymond. He's still hurting from that.
Could you please?
He sits listening to Turn Around. Every now and then I get a little bit. Yeah, that's him. During work hours, he listens to fucking Air Supply and Journey.
I sing. At first I
and
was
Heart.
afraid, I was petrified.
Nah, do not listen. No, stop right there. Do not take one of the greatest songs ever created and make a mockery of it. I won't let you do it. Not on this fucking show, dog. You're not gonna do it.
I could never live without Central Park by my side.
No. Stop it. That's it. End it, dog. It's one of the greatest songs ever made. It was one of the first 45s I ever got. And I used to sing that song at like 7 years old, like I knew what love was. Okay? And I don't need you here tainting it. And yes, I said tainting because it's between the balls and the asshole what you was doing right there. Okay? Stop it. I'm saving you from yourself. I'm saving you from yourself. No, stop. Just hush, regroup.
It took all the strength I had not to fall apart.
No, dude. Honestly, I'm not even fucking with you, dog. When I see you, it's on site. We're gonna be doing TikTok videos like we got trap houses, son. I'll be like, yo, fuck that motherfucker, Brian. Fuck Brian.
I cut so many lawns.
I'm smoking Brian right now.
And then you did me wrong.
Nobody wants to hear this, Brian. Nobody. I'm saving you from the embarrassment. All right?
I'll stop.
Nobody wants to hear this.
I'll stop.
Yeah, man. Listen to me sometimes, man. See, that's the problem with this world, yo. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but if more people just listen to me, it would be a better place, and you have less thinking that you have to do. You know what I'm saying? I try to explain that to people around me all the time. Just follow. Follow. Learn to follow the right. You're gonna follow somebody. Follow the right person. And if you're following me, I got your best interest at heart. Shut up. And just shut up. If I say shut up out of love. Nobody has ever said shut up out of love. Like shut up. It's out of love, Brian. Stop it. Out of love, Brian. Okay? Because I love you, dog. I ain't afraid to say that shit, son, in a manly way, not like, no tossing salad, jelly type of shit. Just in a dog to dog shit. You know what I'm saying?
You got that dog in him.
Gay.
Water is so good. People be sleeping on that shit, yo. Be sleeping on that shit.
Everybody who loves you and is very close to you has been telling you to drink water for years. And well, first, let me go back to what you just said, and then I'll address the water comment. The first thing you said was, if you're gonna follow somebody anyway, you might as well follow somebody who knows what they're talking about. You should follow me. And last episode, you pretty much said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I utter complete babble. I don't even know what I'm saying. Don't agree with me at all or listen to what I say because I don't even know what I'm saying. And I affirmed, and this is, Gary, I really wanted to follow up about this since you brought up, rehab and you brought up about being a disappointment to your family. How are you doing with your drinking this week? How are you doing with your drinking? Let's get down to the root cause, your alcoholism. Let's talk. We got it. We got on it on the last show, and
spit it out. Spit it out. You're talking like a liberal. Talk English. Go ahead, Brian. The floor is yours.
Well, now that everyone can clearly see that Gary's, obviously angry. He's raising his voice. He named called me. Not to mention,
you? What did I call you? I didn't name call you, man.
Dude,
you shut up.
Yeah,
out of love, and now there's a problem.
No, the name you called me, and I really don't want to repeat it, but you said you.
Because you don't know what it is yet.
No,
you gotta
said
think a little harder. Take your time.
You date raping, jungle Jews.
Jungle Jew? I called you a jungle Jew.
Jungle
Jew? Please explain that, Brian.
A jungle Jew are the 1%. I'm not going to get into that right now, but what is important?
We're all hoping you don't.
What you called me was a date raping, fraternity loving, bumping grinding, satanic worshiping music, GHB mixing fraternity boy. And then you said that, this stuff about, people should listen to you. And here you are. Hold on. I'll let everyone know that you're trying to change the subject when, let's get down to it. You said you're going to follow somebody. You might as well listen to somebody who knows something. That somebody is me. You should listen to what I'm telling you, right? And you should listen to me. And then last episode, and I'm going to put it in right now. This is what you said last episode, right? Cut. And right now, what you're going to see is the cut from last episode when you're saying, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I drink every single day of the week. I have the thing about, Gary and his drinking is he doesn't drink every day, right? He drinks all the time, right? He's just drinking a little bit all the time. But the problem is it's vodka. It's mixed with a little Xanax. And then, that fifth of vodka is really, dude, it's he's doing 2.5 handles a week. And I was at his house on Sunday, and, I found bottles in the back of the toilet.
Oh, see,
now you
have to sign a non-disclosure when you come to my house. Now, whenever someone comes to my house, right, and I make them sign a non-disclosure, it's his fault. Just so you know, it's his fault for talking shit. I invite him into my home, and then he's talking shit. King Handle says this doesn't feel like a safe place. No, it is. He's allowed to talk about his feelings, no matter how womanly or filled with estrogen they might be. He's allowed to share anything he wants, because you know why, King Handles? This is a safe place. He's trying to get something off his chest, and he's trying to. He's trying to.
6 out of the 7 listeners right now are in agreement with me that, it's time to come to grips, Gary. Listen, 62 years old. You're going to be getting Social Security pretty soon. You know, the
Can't
rehabs that you're going to get on your Social Security insurance are not as good right now. You're still working. You know, you can get FMLA. You know, you take a little break. You think about all the humor you get and how strong you'll come out, like John Mulaney.
You want the rest of the listeners to just leave, right? That's what you want. You just want to keep babbling.
Dude, we've gone up seven listeners since I started.
I just want to keep babbling. That's the problem with you. Look, first of all,
mm-hmm.
I want to apologize.
Okay, here you go. All right.
Oh, now I can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can talk.
Well, here, hold on. You need to take the talking stick.
All right. Now I can talk.
You got to grab the talking stick.
I don't have a pen.
Come on, it's all right. Grab something. Do the talking stick. Get the talking stick.
Just
the talking
listen to
stick.
me.
The talking stick. I'm not doing it until you grab something, dude. The talking stick. It's right here. You got to grab something in the same shape. Get right in the middle, right hand side. Back farther. Back. Yeah, towards your body.
Oh, there you go. Look, shut up. Okay, let's get back to the whole thing. I want to apologize. Mm-hmm. And you're making it very hard to do that. My God, you're just like a woman. I want to apologize because I realized something just now that
I want to apologize.
You make it hard to apologize.
Do I make it hard to apologize? Difficult for you right now.
I'm not mad at you, yo. I'm not mad at you, man. I know where this is coming from. I just realized where all this is coming from. I just realized. No, but I just realized where all this is coming from. Now I know why you're being this way. And so did Mama. Right, Mama? We just realized. Because I just realized you got your Central Park shirt on. And I realized, and then it made me remember that you're actually hurting right now. So you want to take it out on me because you're mad that you're unsociable and have no integrity. And what else did they say about you that was and don't work well with others?
Did they say integrity? I have a problem with the integrity part. They said
they did say integrity. Yeah, dude, I know you had a problem with it all because you're still wearing the shirt.
Well, no, this isn't. I work for the Central Park Conservancy, and this is Central Park Tennis. This is from the city. I work for the nonprofit, right? The nonprofit stole their name, and I'm actually in the middle of pitching, and I can't really talk about it yet because there's some money involved. I don't really want to mess anything up, but there might be an expose in the process about the corruption and scandal when it comes to the Central Park wasting donors' money.
Yo, you're about to get us pulled down. Now we're gonna. This is allegedly, people. Allegedly, this man has no knowledge of anything.
Of course,
going on. He's just a hurt worker from Central Park that got let go before they ever gave him the job. That's what hurts the most. They said we got to let you go, and you said, "But I don't even work here." And they said that's what makes this so hard.
I know.
So he's wearing his Central Park underwear. He's got on his Central Park shirt. He's probably got on his Central Park socks, and he's hurting. And that's where all this is coming from. And I just want to let you know, dude, that we as the Rated G community, we're here for you, man.
Thanks.
Nobody's mad at you. We're here for you, man.
It means a lot to me. No, it really does because you always say you're there for me, but you're not here for me. So to know that you're here for me.
No, I'm wherever you want here to be. Will the real Shady please stand up? More. What's up, baby? Laying in the cut, man. How you doing today, dog?
They said I had exceptional quality and quantity of work. They said I wasn't meeting interpersonal skills.
You're nothing more than a workhorse. You're a mule. They need to put you away from everybody. Just strap something around your neck and just let you go to work.
See,
because you don't work well with others. It's not just me. D-More, glad you're doing good. But it's not just me, Brian. Do you think it's just me? Even Central Park says you're hard to get along with. They said you do not get along well with others. If anything, I'm an angel. An angel sent on your side to guide you. Because if you're going to follow somebody who knows that they don't know anything and that somebody is me. King Handles. They let him go because he didn't want to toss that salad.
Gay.
Yeah, I don't know how that didn't scare everybody straight. That dude alone. 10 minutes. He said 10 minutes. Dude. And then he was so like, some people like it with honey. I prefer jelly. Why? Oh, better yet, forget the question, man. Forget the question.
No, I mean,
Well, I guess the jelly cleans up. By the time you're done, all the jelly's gone.
Well, the jelly, like, okay.
Like honey tends to stay around a little bit. Syrup tends to stays around a little bit.
It's a little more.
Did he even say honey? I hope he said honey, and I'm not just adding flavors.
I don't think he said honey, dog.
Oh my God, I'm just adding flavors. You put a little salt on it. You throw a little salt and pepper on it, okay? I call that the margarita. I call that the heated margarita bun.
Yeah. The heated margarita bun, dog.
Throw a little salt on it. Throw a little ramen noodles. You take one noodle.
Bro, right? If he's a newcomer, right? I want him to suck my ass with jelly. What they call toss the salad. That's the slang word, toss the salad. It means sucking my ass, right? With jelly or without jelly. Some people use syrup. I prefer a guy to use jelly, right? I will reach my climate, right? I will automatically get hard, right? I will, come automatically. If he's sucking my ass for about 10 minutes or
it's not automatically if it's 10 minutes, dog. What does automatic mean for you?
Sorry,
it's not automatic if it takes 10 minutes.
That's not the bun we're going to have to pick.
Most all gays do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like guys to suck their ass. It's just like a pussy, right? But the only difference is it's not a pussy, right? It's clean.
No, it's not.
The person is decent, and the person know that that's an asshole, but in your mind, you're looking at it as a pussy.
Stop. Hold on. No,
he's in prison.
Yeah.
So, toss my salad. Let him eat me, and we straight. That's it.
So what I will say is he did not mention honey at all.
I added flavors. Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, no, that I know. He the Tupac do-rag. See the Tupac do-rag. Yo, that dude, first of all, he's like the dude is clean. What makes you think that? The prison's not clean. And you're not hanging out in the shower, especially when you got motherfuckers everywhere you look wanting to get their salad tossed, and you hoping it's the motherfucker that like the jelly. Like, you're going in and out. It's probably not the cleanest assholes in that place, dog.
Yeah,
you're jumping in and out.
Definitely not the cleanest dick. Man, I personally always said this as a staunch. I have a staunch history of
sucking dick,
gross heterosexuality, to the point of, there have been allegations made on this podcast of date rape to parties where only women would attend.
Whoa! What allegations?
Whoa. You last episode. How quickly you?
What allegations, dog? What are you talking about?
Man, Gary,
somebody please acknowledge something here, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about, dog. You got no recollection of anything that I've said correctly, man. Mm-hmm. You be talking some serious shit sometimes, yo. Yeah, well, but like I said, I know it's not you. I know you're just hurting, and I'm sorry. I want to tell you I'm sorry for that, man. But don't lean on that too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, don't lean on it too much. Because, you can only get away with so much. I'm going to give you a pass today because I know you're still hurting.
Well, and yes, I am hurting about that. I'm really, I'm not going to lie about that. And I just want to share that we got some information in today from Gary's doctor. We didn't really want to bring this up, but I talked to his daughter, and they said it was fine. And just so he did get a COVID test, and it was off the charts, right? And he's being diagnosed with Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, WKS. Sounds like a Polish disease, if you ask me. Sometimes referred to as wet brain, and it's a brain disorder related to the acute and chronic phases of vitamin B1, which is thiamine deficiency, right? Thiamine depletion is seen in individuals with poor nutrition, check, and is commonly a complication of long-term, and this is where we really get into it, heavy drinking. It's possible to reverse symptoms, and this is where we hope we're at today, when caught early, but if left untreated, WKS can lead to irreversible confusion and, often difficulty with muscle coordination, right? And we've been talking about your driving and, as well as hallucinations, right? And, you were saying all that stuff at the concert. You had that issue with the guy parking, dude, I talked to your son, and he said there wasn't even a parking attendant there, dude. You were yelling at it. You were yelling into empty space after driving up there, and to your credit, you were drinking while driving, not drinking and driving. So I'll let you go. Yeah, you said first of all. Go ahead.
Why would you even accuse me of drinking and driving, though? First of all, you're a little rat, okay? You're just a little rat. I do everything I can for you. When you came to me the day of my daughter's wedding and asked me to fucking kill for you, right? What did I say? Your daughter wasn't killed, right? I kept you from catching bodies and gave you the justice you deserved. And now today, on this, the day before the 11th of September, you come and make these accusations that I might be intoxicated while on the road, that I'm not completely aware of the spasms that go on in my hands. You think I don't see this? I see that. I'm not fucking blind. I know something's wrong. Okay?
No.
All right? You come and you disrespect me on this podcast, the Rated G podcast, with, listen, Gary G. Garcia and who? And Brian T. Licata. And you come and you disrespect me. I practically made you. When I met you, you were wearing poom shorts in the back of Resorts Casino by the dumpsters.
No, it was the Trop. It was the Trop. It wasn't Resorts. It was the Trop. Get it right.
No.
It was the Trop. I never went to Resorts before you guys were there, because that's
you didn't. No, you didn't even
casino, and they're hip.
Yeah, that's right. Because the old people were blind and they thought you were just a hairy Italian woman. Okay, there, Lanky. I remember. I pulled you literally out of the fucking gutter. All right, you were so down in the dumps. You were doing that old school drug, huffing horse cum out of a paper bag. You know that's where the term "horsing around" comes from, right? Back in the day, they used to huff horse cum out of a brown paper bag, and you'd be able to tell because they had very shiny faces.
Dude, is that why all those bums carry around those paper bags in the city? And you see them on Sundays just going like... Yes, that's why the bus was so crazy, dude.
And why all the police horses are very comfortable around them. You ever notice that? How the police horses are very comfortable around bums?
Yeah.
When you ain't got money, you got to resort to the old school way of doing things. Why are you tapping your fingers all hard, dude? What's going on over there? What are you typing? Because I know you don't type that fast. You don't type that fast. You heard how quick that shit was going? Like, who you fucking? What are you doing? Like a background acting gig right now?
No, I was looking something up.
You're full of shit. That's all I want to say. You're just full of shit. And I'm not offended by what you said. Lies. The only reason why someone would even lie about me, as you have just done, as you made assaults on my character and whether or not I'm fit to be president of this country, I have nothing to say to that. To even respond to that with any kind of thoughts of what I feel would be to be given it any kind of power, and you, my friend, have none. You better call your cousin Magneto, all right, and let him know that you need his help. Okay, but all he's gonna get from me is my keys, dog, because everything else is plastic.
And dude, unfortunately, late stage WKS disease is gonna make you, Mr. X. You're gonna be rolling around in that little Mr. X chair.
Yeah, but you'll still be around with that, and you'll have to carry with you that face.
This face. Which one? This one. It's beautiful. It's symmetrical. It's handsome. It's porous. It's smooth, vibrant, supple. And you know what's nice about me, G? When you run your fingers through my hair, they get stuck in a nice way, but you can get
called
them out.
Dinkleberries. And you got to stop letting people run their hands down your butt crack.
Oh, Dinkleberry's the #1 jelly in prison, dude. The Dinkleberry jam, bro.
Dude, that shit right there, man. Timo says, "What did I miss the first hour? You two been at this." No, it feels like we're bickering today. Not even talking about anything. Just going at each other.
I feel we're like kind of improv bickering, but in
No,
fun.
I feel like you're hurting. See, what happened here is I didn't realize that he's still hurting. And here's the thing: he wanted to get out of the Matrix, but nobody likes to be fired. And I feel like he's still hurting. Obviously, he's still wearing his Central Park shirt. He just got it tattooed on his lower back. Central Park.
I told you not to say something, dude. All right, whatever.
I'm sorry, man, because I forgot.
We're airing it out. Go ahead.
I was treating him kind of mean because of that, because he was being a little bitchy, and I didn't realize that it's because he's hurting. And then he, instead of just receiving my apology, he went and tried to accuse me of being an alcoholic driver, you know. And
I never said you were an alcoholic driver.
And robbing his cousin, and then he said some other shit about
what cousin? Robbing what cousin?
I'm the reason why his third aunt died. Like, he really bought like all these crazy things out. And
no.
And I realized that it was because
I've never said this publicly before, but Gary was the first person to ever give me an Oxycontin. And he's the reason that I got addicted to heroin. He is. He was selling them, dude. And he gave me one for $12.
Yeah, this dude is like
next
mad.
one, the next one was 15, and then 20, and 25, and then and then it was on the credit. And then he was like, "Hey, man, I live in Atlantic City. You know what I can get you? Tickets." And I'm like,
so
now, tickets?
Now,
like,
Brian,
bus tickets, Gary, you can give me bus tickets to what? To New York? I don't need to go to New York. He's like, no.
Now, Brian,
it's like Gary. He was like, Brian,
I'm gonna sue you for defamation.
This is heroin this is Oxycontin in a bag form, Brian. It's like, listen, Brian, you're gonna pay $30, right? For this
Brian,
bill now?
Nobody even knows what the fuck you're talking about anymore. You don't even know where you're going anymore. Stop. You've been doing this all night. Just relax. It's not your fault. All right? It's not. Look at me. Don't look at them, Brian. Look at me. Brian, look at me. It's not your fault. Look at me, Brian. There
we
you
have
go.
a comment.
It's not your fault. It's about time the truth came out. Exactly, King Handles. I agree. Stop.
Dude,
Don't worry, man. We are here for you, man. Raymond Robles says the Ballad of Gary and Brian on Broadway. Nah, listen, he's just a little emotional, and I don't do well with emotional things, you know, because I'm kind of like, all right, fine, you know, like I worked at a place for 19 years, 11 months, and 3 weeks, and they let me go. And I didn't even act like this bitch. I wasn't still wearing their clothes and shit and tattooing the shit on my lower back. Like, you know, you move forward, man. Dude, I keep telling you, one door closes, a window opens. Jump out the window, okay? And when you hit the fucking floor, pick yourself up, and then do it again if you haven't knocked any sense into yourself.
See, this is the same thing he told me. And then he said, you could then, if you jump out the window, you can go to the doctor, and then you can get yourself the prescription. But the thing was, I went to the doctor, and they just called me a junkie.
Because you are. And I've never called you a junkie. You little junkie. I've never called you a junkie, man. I honestly think the only thing that saved me from being an addict was I get bored easy, and I like everything just enough. To be an addict, you gotta like one thing a lot, you know. And I like everything just enough.
I think also what you had going for you is
good parenting.
Yeah, but man, I had good parents, and then
Love.
dude, I met you, and you got me hooked. You know,
Understanding.
Yeah, They said my drug dealer was a doctor, but my drug dealer was a comedian and a friend.
Well,
Themore.
cheers to fake jumpers. Themore says, can we get some live from the WTC site? See if any inside job people are still coming out. They are coming out as trans.
No, they're
Brian, why'd you say that?
They're coming out as whatchamacallit? They're coming out as
Yes, Brian.
Yes. What do they say?
What is it, Brian?
Self-death. Self-death. Self-suicide.
Self-suicide. What? Now we just got pulled off. Why'd you have to go and say that word? It's pronounced suicide.
I don't know, dude. I think you rapping to the N-word earlier in the episode. I think that's what's gonna get us pulled off.
Who rapped to the N-word?
You?
God, this guy, man. You got the memory of a moth.
Ask me something that you think would be difficult for me to remember. Go ahead. I'll give you the answer. Without hesitation.
When was the last time you washed your ass?
September 5th, 2014.
Yo, did they ever get that dude's name? The tossed salad dude? Did they ever say his name? They never even say his name, right? I wonder if he's still in jail or if that man is now out in society. Whatever happened to the toss my salad jelly man?
We're going to find out.
What do you guys think? You think he's still alive? You think he was a lifer? He talked like a lifer. He talked like it was all very normal because he ain't going nowhere, and this is the life he has now. But you don't know, man. You know, for all we know, Biden might have exonerated him. You know, brought him to one of those Democratic parties and showed him what the difference between jelly and syrup was.
I got his name.
You did? Mm-hmm. Wow, the computer is amazing. Look at that, man. We could be like fucking internet sleuths. Is that how you pronounce it? Sleuths?
Sleuths.
Is that how you pronounce it? That's an ugly word.
A sleuth.
Sleuth.
Yeah, a sleuth. His name is.
I feel like that word probably means degrading, right? It's probably like a degrading term, sleuth. Like you're not a real reporter.
Yeah, it might be.
All right, what's his name?
Michael Jones.
Michael Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jones is in case anyone out there was wondering, he's the man who prefers. So if you ever run into him, man, you know, not a syrup guy, he's a jelly man. And you know, he probably changed his ways.
He was also in The Practical Guide to Divorce in 1993.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that a movie?
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably not a real movie. It says it's a video, but I can't find really anything on it. Directed by Simon Bissett.
It has a director.
Russell Washington wrote it. There was a cast. Oh, so
wow.
it was a
it's
short.
Movie.
Yeah, or it was a, like a explainer type video.
Wow, I wonder whose salad he had to toss to get that part. What we all want to know is, was he ever rearrested? That's what we all want to know. Like, is he still out amongst us? Is he alive and breathing? And where does he live? Probably San Francisco. He'd blend in real quick over there.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, Brian?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you know so.
Yeah, I'm trying to find what prison he was in, because I just got Michael Jones, and you type in Michael Jones, prisoner, drugs, and
you don't get nothing.
Well,
there's just you get a lot of Michael Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of Michael Joneses.
Who?
Michael Joneses.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones. You'd probably be like, Mike Jones, you're free to go. 7 motherfuckers step up. And then they're like, we're all Mike Jones. And he's like, yeah, but this number. And they go, we all got that number. And then the warden comes in and goes, all right, let's cut them all in half.
281-330. 8004.
You got a record, don't you?
I do, dude. I got an EP and I got an LP.
Ha ha ha! You're a funny guy.
Thanks, dude.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it.
If I was a mushroom, I'd be a fun guy.
I thought I couldn't dislike you anymore, and I was wrong. You always prove me wrong, Brian. You're really good at that lately.
Thanks, man.
Just proving me wrong. You know, you got a knack, I would say, for that shit. But, well, anyway, man. I kind of feel like
Nick Knack, Paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
I'm
That's
gonna
all
keep
we
it
have.
real.
Let's bring the show home.
I feel bad. I'm sorry to all the listeners today. I feel like it was a lot of just Brian being very extra-energy, and it was a lot of us bickering, and I apologize for that. You know, because of that, we were never really able to focus, Brian, on anything. And I feel like it might have been a waste of time. Brian, I think you might have wasted all our time today. I want you to think about that, okay? Gary, is this the weekend at Yorsi? Yes, he is.
Yeah,
he might still be. He's ready to kill Tony Part 2. Fun guy. Yo, my daughter had a comment. What was her comment? I remember you brought it up and took it down real quick.
Yeah. Let me go. Let me go back. Yeah, we'll read some ones that didn't come up. Okay, here we go.
Dad, ask ChatGPT who is Gary G. Garcia, and I did it the other day, and it knew everything about you. Really?
Wow.
I was getting to wrap up just now, but we can't. We gotta ask ChatGPT who is Gary G. Garcia.
Who is Gary G. Garcia?
Because I don't really know.
As of my last update in September 2021, Gary G. Garcia does not appear to be a widely recognized public figure. If he has gained prominence in a particular field or industry since then, I wouldn't have the latest information. Please provide context. He's a comedian and podcaster. And yeah, we'll just do that. Oh. Gary G. Garcia is a comedian and podcaster known for his work in the comedy and entertainment industries. He's
Gary G. Garcia Show. That's the name of the show.
Where he often discusses a range of topics, comedy, pop culture, personal experiences, stylized by engaging storytelling, humorous observations, and chronic alcoholism. He brings both his stand-up performances and his podcast episodes live nationwide.
You don't know me. You don't know shit about me, GP, T, Shat, whatever the fuck. You don't know me, son. They're talking about I'm this, I'm that. You don't know shit, dog. Motherfucker gonna act like he know me. He don't know me. He don't know me. What's my favorite color, bitch? He don't know me. And you don't know me either, Brian. With all your tapping fingers. Okay.
Here we go. Let's see what else it knows. Oh, here we go. You're a subject of you're a stand-up comedian. Your potential breach of political correctness. His humor is considered offensive by some groups. His podcasting is
protected under the First Amendment. I'm protected under the First Amendment, dog. I'm protected.
Mm-hmm. And then it says, your podcast often features freewheeling conversations, edgy social commentary, no known extremist views, but they tend to be controversial.
Although my eyebrows tend to be a little extreme, like they are today.
His association is with Brian T. Licata, a video producer with extensive media connections. Noted for producing content with provocative material, Gary's had limited international travel, primarily for comedy tours, regularly domestic for travel for stand-up. He exhibits high level of confidence and comfort on stage in front of the camera. Frequently challenges social norms, but maintains a high persona that suggests his humor's primary intent, or his humor.
You don't know how to read, dog. How'd you graduate?
Yeah. Well, dude, it's on the other screen and it's not big enough.
Shows a distaste for authority in
ahead,
comedic material, but there are no credible threats. What are you talking about? Hold on. Hold on. But maintains a persona that suggests humor is his primary intent, not malice. Shows a distaste for authority in comedic material, but there are no credible threats. Likely motivated by entertainment and personal expression rather than political. And see how he just cut me off right there? Yo, he don't like the fact I read better than him. He's doing this shit.
Yeah,
he's doing this shit.
All right, here you go. Here you go.
Drug and alcohol use. Subject has made no secret of his past experience. What did you ask? What was the question that you asked? Bring this up.
I asked. Where is it at? Created FBI and NSA character profile on Gary G. Garcia, the comedian and podcaster.
Oh, okay. So hold on a second. What's to say now about drugs?
Let's see. Okay.
Subject has made no secret of his past experiences with recreational drug use, frequently mentioning marijuana and alcohol in the stand-up routines. His humor typically revolves around personal anecdotes and social commentary of drug culture. While there is open admission to using marijuana, it appears largely recreational, consistent with his stage persona and legal in his area of residence. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, hold on.
Marijuana, frequent, problematic use noted. Subject regularly incorporates marijuana-related humor into stand-up sets. Suspected involvement with pro-cannabis culture, but no evidence of illegal activity. And you ain't gonna find none either, baby. Alcohol, described as a social drinker with frequent references to alcohol and comedic material. Despite comedic portrayals, no sign of alcohol dependency or criminal behavior associated with drink habits that they know of. Official notes, while subject references to drug use are prevalent in his material, really? There are no indicators that these habits extend beyond recreational use.
I think they were alluding to the fact that
drug trafficking or dependency has been identified. All usage seems confined to legal limits and comedic exaggeration. In other words, Gary is probably more likely to miss a punchline than miss a court date for illegal. Maybe he does know me. Do I have? Hold on. Extreme. What's that? Extremist. Man, this dude just don't want me to read shit. That's pretty interesting, though, man. That's pretty cool. All lies. It's all lies. Where do they get the information from?
Fake.
The internet. YouTube.
All that shit that quick on me, dog. There's no way like it just picked up that I talk about that shit. And it's like almost correct on like the way I feel about shit.
All right, dude, you want to ask it another question? Let's ask it a question that you're not really sure of.
How do you know this?
Well, I mean, that's easy, dude. It's going to say use the internet. You know?
It's not out there, man.
Ask something else.
Well, I want to hear the conclusion. Go to the conclusion. Summary. Gary D. Garcia continues to present as a low risk to national security. Good. His drug use and comedic extremism lean into satire with no real world implications. Further monitoring may be unnecessary unless its material signifies shifts in tone or intent. And then it goes, this fictional thing. Nah, that's real shit, dog. It says it's fictional, yeah, because we had them look it up. But if they looked it up, that's what they would write in there too. Give me a write-up of what this dude is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And now we just made
it's fictional. It's fictional because we looked it up. But that just tells us that if they wanted to get a rundown of me real quick, you know, they'll just be like, yo.
Yeah, dude. They got me. They had close working relationship with Gary, comedic content, shared philosophy. Yeah, we're in for it, dude.
Timor says, it says you're soft. Better get more serious about this bullshit. Oh, shit, Timor. I'm not soft. I'm old. I'm old, yo. I'm not short. I just don't care anymore, man. You know? If I would have had a podcast when I was in my 20s, man, guaranteed I'd be a political threat. Now I just, an old man ranting.
Dude, you would have been back in the 90s.
Yeah,
who knows, dude? If you would have bent the knee back then, man, you might have been part of MK Ultra at some point.
At some point. I think we're all a part of MK Ultra at some point.
Well, we are now. Yeah, I mean, we really don't have a choice. I mean, it's just. I mean, look at it.
It's a beautiful day, not a stray cloud in the sky, and I must be going to work. So, to all our listeners, we bid you farewell. We thank you for listening. Find me over at acjokes.com, man, and see what I'm playing in AC, man. You can also catch me every Monday, the Not Quite Tuesday midnight show over at the Grizzly Pear that I run with my man Adam Gable. Follow Brian at Brian the Video Guy. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Shout out all of you for hanging out and listening, man. And believe me when I say it, I love you. I know Brian does too. Be cool, man. We'll see you Thursday.
Peace.
Maybe.
Gay.